Hello everyone, so today we are going to talk about OAuth Device Flow. This is the typical flow which was used by hackers recently in August, July and before to hack around 700 plus enterprises, and this flow is something which you might have used knowingly or unknowingly with your Netflix, HBO, Amazon Prime, Hotstar, or these kind of OTT or many other app logins which typically come on TV. So OAuth Device Flow is mainly meant for IoT and smart screen devices which don't have an easy keyboard entry. They want people to see this kind of flow. Let me show you the thing. So typically on your screen you see this kind of code. You are told to go to your mobile app and typically an activate section, or your website and typically an activate button there, to go there and key in this code. So this is the OAuth Device Flow implemented by Netflix, HBO, Amazon Prime, or any similar platform which you are seeing typically on your TV or smart screen device. What it is doing is, let's see that now. So what you're seeing here is OAuth Device Flow diagram which I have gotten from this site. This device here, first thing, is the hacker's device which we have replicated in a simulation here. This is Salesforce authorization server, and this is the victim whose org or the enterprise system or Salesforce was hacked. Now if we see this device, so we will initiate the device authorization flow. This will go to the Salesforce token endpoint. It will get three things: device code, user code, and verification URL. What the hacker will do, it will pass on the verification URL and the user code to the victim via phone call. They will tell, go here and key in the user code. So this is something we have replicated also. What you see here is, if I go back to home screen, I go here again. This is the verification URL. This is the user code. This Node.js app has some JavaScript running in background which is using device code to poll. So this polling is now on. I'm going little down. I will explain this also. But the device has started polling using device code. And what polling is doing is it's waiting for user to complete the OAuth dance, which you typically do. As I explained in Netflix, you get this code, you go to your mobile, open that thing. It takes around 2 to 5 minutes to do that for a normal user. So that's what this flow is showing, that once the user, let's say the hacker has tricked this user to go to this verification URL, they will key in the code, they will launch the URL on their mobile device or laptop, which is approved by their company typically. Now they will key in the code. After keying in, they will be sent to the login screen. The Salesforce login screen comes here into the play. It's talking to the auth server. They key in the user password, typical OAuth approval, and the user is told that this is connected. After that, the polling ends as soon as they approve the app, and they get the access and refresh token. Now at this point, they have access, or they have gotten the keys to the enterprise. Based on the user permissions here, they will see all the records, objects and data, what they can see, and they can do all the callouts via the data APIs of Salesforce. Now to replicate this thing, or to give you more context and relate it with this diagram, this point here, I've already explained that we have done it here, and as soon as I have done this part, I will be having the access and I can go to the data. But let's see what happens. So now I'm taking this URL, and just so that you follow, I will do this part. I will go to this connect. So as you see, Salesforce is asking me to enter a 8-digit code. This is wrong. This is browser autofill, which is putting in the username. It is the 8-digit code. And the interesting thing here is Salesforce has now shown a security alert. It is clearly saying that don't entertain anyone via phone or email to key in such code. Though this is not relevant now because Salesforce has permanently disabled this device flow. But let's try it. Let me refresh it again to get a fresh code, because this is a short-lived code. What I will do is I will key in. So now you can relate how Google was hacked or how other 700 enterprises are hacked. The hacker must have called me. They have convinced me that they are from the IT department. They need to install or do something, data load, permission fix, or whatever typical IT support do. Then I will be like, okay, yeah, I'm happy to assist you. Typically, that's how it happened. I will log into the org, and then the part which you're seeing here is now it is saying access denied because it is a post September time frame. I'm recording it on 9th September. The thing which happened now is, as I told, Salesforce has completely disabled OAuth device token flow. So now it is not working. Despite this user is a Salesforce admin with all old and new permission required to do OAuth approval, but this OAuth flow, device flow, is disabled. So I cannot do anything here. I cannot show you the full hacking and excitement of doing that because Salesforce has disabled that. So the idea of this video is to give you an idea, not just in Salesforce. This kind of hacking is actually related to ease of OAuth device flow, as it's meant for IoT and TV screens and those kind of limited keyboard entry devices. So as it's easy for anybody to key in and get access to the enterprise data, this can happen to anything beyond Salesforce, like any SaaS system, PaaS system, any data storage service which you are using and that support device flow. You have to be careful with that also, because it's easy to replicate the same thing and get access to the whole enterprise data. That's the reason I've created this thing, that this is not just Salesforce, this is beyond Salesforce. So please pass it on this video to the respective teams. Maybe you can create end user training to educate people that your IT support will never contact your people for this kind of flow specifically. And if you have a way to disable this OAuth flow or OAuth access, definitely do that. There is a lot of documentation available on internet for that. And that's all for this video. Hope you liked it. If you have any question, drop in the comments.